Hi there again, it's Bart here from Bodjabart. We're just something a bit different today, or for now anyway. I've made this box for the lawnmower project at school, which is to mount the motor onto this box so we can work on it and see if it runs. For my friend Grant's going to do that hopefully, so we're just going to cut a hole in the top so that the shaft, because it's a vertical shaft and not horizontal, so it goes up and down, so we need to mount the motor on this and the shaft will go down so we can work on it. Otherwise it's a little bit awkward to work on. So we'll mark the centre of the box and then we're going to drill a hole. I know that the shaft is about 25mm on the mower, so I've got this hole saw which we're going to drill a hole out of. And we want a tight fit to start with, tightish fit. Going a wee bit fast, but now I've got that one, and I also have to drill a bigger hole later on. So what we'll do is we'll get the bigger one out that I'm going to drill. Right, this is so that the shaft has a bit more clearance. Aha, it's broken out. Right, the nozzles, the wood's jammed up inside the pipe, which it normally does. Every now and again it does that. The best way is just to unscrew it, push it out. Here we go, it's half of it out. Sometimes it's better to come from the other side. So what we'll do, flip it over. Maybe we should clean it up first. Where's that brush and shovel? There you go, brush and shovel. We'll do it this way, in through here. There we go, done. Alright. Right, we shall see what the dimension is. So hopefully be around 25.11. I think it needs to be a bigger. I think it's going to be a bit tight. I was hoping I needed a tight hole so that I can get the motor and the holes to bolt the motor down to would be better. But I think that might be too tight. I think we might have to just guess. Oh no, hold on. I know what we'll do. We'll just make it wider with this. It's quite loose. 26, that's what we want. Right, so we'll have to mount the motor on there, which I'll probably have to go and get out of the back of the truck so I can mount it on here and mark out where the holes are to bolt it down to this box. So I'll duck away and get the motor, which I know is going to weigh, it's heavy, so I'll be back in a minute. Okay, we're back. I think the motor's a bit heavy to lift up onto here, it's just a bit awkward, so we'll take this down and we'll move the table out the road for a minute. This will make life a bit easier. Down here, hopefully, yep, you can see down there. I think I might just have to drop you a little bit. Okay. Here we go. Not quite sure if you can see or not actually. Right, here we go. Here we go. Right. She's a big, hefty thing. And as you can see, because the shaft goes down there, up and down and not that way, the things won't sit straight, see, it always falls. So what we got to do is put it in that hole. There we go. Centralise it. And I have to mark out where these bolt holes go. Ah, I've run into a problem on this side. Oh, okay. I didn't see that. We have an issue. Right, around here we have this, which is, I'd say it's the drain hole for, someone's added something on it. It's the drain hole. Ah, that's a shame. That's the drain for the oil, so that you can get it away from the old lawnmower, I guess. Right, and now it won't let this sit down. And there's also a broken bolt in there too, by the look of it as well. I spotted a broken bolt. I did too. Something we have to get out, which is right there. I've snapped a bolt off. Oh well, we'll worry about that later. At least it's right through, we might be able to just undo it easy enough. Right, so what we have to do with this is sort out what we're going to do about that for a start. Now, I'll put that back in there. Got a bit of room. No, it's the same all the way around, it's this. I may be able to drill a hole down there to fit that down so it slides down inside. That's what we're going to do. That'll be fine. Alright, we can get a couple of the holes. Oh, that would be right. The motor has threaded, the foot's threaded, which I was hoping that's not what they do, but that's obviously what they do. The hole is threaded in the motor, which makes it a bit more awkward to bolt it in there. Maybe we can just put a couple of screws in it. No, that's a bit awkward. Can't do that either. We might be able to just bang some screws in just to hold it there. I think that's what we'll do. I think that's what we'll do. I've got them in there. I don't want to damage the thread in there either. I haven't got the right bolts. They didn't. It's probably just an 8mm, I would say. Just an 8mm bolt. Oh, yep. Holy gee, that's heavy. That is heavy. Alright. Okay, I can see where it's right. Yeah, put that back there. Get a drill to get all down there. That'll do. Right, what's a bit bigger? Not too big. Yeah, there we go. Here we go. We use this one. That'll give me a little bit of leeway. Right, the reason that we drilled this hole partly before, instead of going all the way through, was so that we can, you can't obviously, it'd be too hard to get it centre, so we've already got it in there. Now we've got to sort out what bolt we're going to use. Well, it doesn't look like it's a 10. I wonder what size it is. Okay, these bolts fit up there. I've got to take this to Grant all separate, so he might be able to sort that out for us. Right, put them up here. Okay, so that's pretty much it. I don't even know if this thing's got a spark or anything about it. If it's in there, beautiful. Here we go. Can poke a bolt up through there or something, and that'll be just dandy. Yeah, I don't really want to. Oh, actually, if I mount it for him. Then I can just chuck it on a sack barrow. Be easier to carry in the end. In the long run it'll be easy. Okay, I'll look for a couple of bolts. So I know that's about 18mm. Plus another 20, so we need something about 40mm. 8mm bolt, about 40mm long. Right, we'll duck away and do that. So here, oh, that's too big. Right, we're back. Okay, so it fits in like that. It's going to be really hard. Things are not easy. Right, we need to tip this up. We're going to try and get this bolt in. There we go. Easier than I thought. I was going to try and get the other bolt out, but I don't think I will. It'll be alright. That should do it. She's ready to go. Right, you can see how that's going to make life a lot easier to work on. Good stable. I've overlapped these here so we can pick it up like that. Right, okie doke, we shall leave that like that. And I think that'll be it. I have to see if Grant will let us video him. We're trying to get this thing running. Oh, I've just spotted something. Haha, I have too. This motor's no good. Ah, that's a shame. This motor's no good. Ah, drat. It's definitely blown up. So we have to find another one. Unless we can do something. It'd be interesting to go through it and see what's happened to it. Hey, what do you reckon? I reckon it'd be very interesting. Hey, that's a shame because it looks alright. Doesn't it look a great looking engine? But she's no good. She's absolutely no good. Unless somebody else can give me a 13 horse. I'll show you what I mean. We'll see. I'll show you what I mean. We'll have a look. Alright. I don't know, I can see it from here now that I've just spotted what's wrong with it. Can you see what's wrong with it? Hey, can you see what's wrong with it? Right. Oh yeah, right there, right down in there, there's a hole. Can you see that hole? So she spat something out the side, or something's gone in and punctured through the block. Yeah, look at that. Dang. So that's no good. I don't know if you can weld these things up. I haven't got the facility, and I'm not going to pay for someone to weld it. So I think we'll have to find another one. But hey, we'll get Grant to pull it to bits and see what he reckons, eh? That'll be interesting. See what actually happened to this motor. Okie doke. There we go. Alright. So after discovering that, we'll pull it to bits and see what's the guts and how it happened. And we'll look for another one. I do have another motor, but I think it's a wee bit too big for young Grace. A parent gave it to me. Like, this is a 13 horse, which would be for category 1, and you got 3 categories and 3, and the other one is like a 26 horse. It's huge. It's a twin. It's huge, and I think it might be too much for Grace. But as someone said, you can always govern it. So we'll see. We will see. I'll think about it. But at the moment, we'll just have to work on getting the frame, the mower sorted out. So that's Bart signing out for this one. Don't forget, like and subscribe. Catch you next time.